Do you have any other salacious stories to tell me?
I never have salacious stories. I can tell you about the trauma I wanted to dump on you. If you had been at work, I would have dumped this trauma on you yesterday, but it has not been resolved.
What's up, Wormianas? It's Sienna here. I've got an extra special episode for you today. This is Would You Still Love Me If I Was a Worm? Deleted Scenes Edition. Woo! I'm very excited to share this with y'all. This was a great story from Erin that just didn't quite fit into the rest of her episode, but definitely deserved to see the light of day, be heard by the masses, be saved for posterity and for the rest of time. So without further ado, here is our first edition of Worm Pod Deleted Scenes. First of, I don't know about many, but a few, I hope. I hope y'all enjoy. Let me know what you think. Previously on Would You Still Love Me If I Was a Worm, episode 6.
Okay.
So you had a story.
Here's a story. So famously, I already feel like I know how this is going to be received by you, Sienna, because you are, for the wormies, for the squirmies, for the wormianas, you are a Connor, my husband, stan. My husband's name is Connor. I try to complain.
No. Okay, this is not true. You can't call me a Connor stan. Because I am an Erin stan first and foremost. Above all, I am an Erin stan.
And thank you for that.
However, you do have a good husband.
He is quite green flaggy, very non-problematic, just cinnamon roll, golden retriever husband.
Right. And so sometimes I will just say those things.
Sometimes
I would never take his side over your side.
Sometimes you like to remind me not to be grateful, because that sounds like you're talking down to me, but you just let me know that what I'm complaining about isn't really a complaint.
This is gotcha journalism. Okay, what's your story?
So I'm afraid this won't be received the way I want. I'm afraid you're going to take his side.
Well, now I will try extra hard to not.
Okay. So, months ago, picture it, October 2023. My husband, Connor, and I go to a brunch hosted by, doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And they had preset all of these tables for all of these guests that they anticipated.
Is that a house or a restaurant?
It's at a venue.
Okay.
A large, very large open space. And it was a drag brunch. It's very fun. They had preset with plates and glasses and condiments, all of these tables, and then not as many people as they anticipated showed up. So there's all these empty tables that were preset with condiments. I might have had several beverages.
Sure. It's brunch.
It's brunch.
It's drag brunch.
There's so many gays around me. I'm feeling the spirit.
Right. You got the joy down in your heart.
Feeling my oats.
Feeling my oats?
I'm going to need you to watch more RuPaul's Drag Race. You're outing yourself.
Sorry.
And so many tables around me are empty, and they are stocked with mini Tabasco sauces.
Mm-hmm.
Just teeny tiny. Perfect for if you're out, or maybe you're at your white husband's family Thanksgiving, and your food is all the same color.
And you need some hot sauce in your bag, swag.
Beyonce taught me.
This is the perfect size.
So I grabbed, at the time, what I was envisioning as a handful or two of a reasonable amount of mini Tabascos. And I threw them in my purse. And I moved on with my life.
I support you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just being economical. I'm thinking ahead. I'm being a planner. I'm a Libra. True and true. Months go by. I never clean out my purse, and I'm living my life carrying around an unknown amount of mini Tabasco sauces. I never used them. I still have yet to have used one. This was in October, so it's been a good 5 months.
They're still in your purse?
They're still in my purse.
I'm going to need a picture of those for the pod, by the way.
Okay.
For the Instagram.
So a couple of weeks ago, suddenly I am overwhelmed by these mini Tabascos in my purse. Suddenly, it's too much, and I need to do something about it. I don't know what happened, what came over me, but I'm like, I need to change this situation. So I take out a small handful, just whatever I can grab. I'm not paying attention. I'm just grabbing out of my purse. And it's not a huge purse, but it holds whatever. And I put them away in my pantry.
Okay.
A couple days later, I'm like, I'm even more overwhelmed by Tabascos. I don't know. It's just hitting me. And wormies, squirmies, wormianas. I am neurodivergent. And so it's just like, now this is weighing on me. Now I've become aware of it.
Just suddenly out of the blue, you're like, why do I have these tiny Tabascos?
They're just taking up so much space.
In your pantry.
And so in my purse.
Oh.
They're still in my purse.
I thought you took them out.
I took some. I took a handful out.
Oh, but right, because you took 2 handfuls at brunch.
Well, and it might have been
so you took out
2 drunk handfuls. Did not equal the 1 sober handful that
you took out in the pantry. Okay, got it. Okay, so you've got at least several tiny Tabascos clinking around in your purse.
And it's just getting to me.
It's weighing on you.
So I'm like, ugh. So I sit there and I purposefully take out 2 large handfuls of mini Tabascos.
I need you to put a number to these handfuls.
I took out a good 12 plus.
Oh my God.
And that wasn't all of them. I was just like, and now I can breathe. But in my mind, I'm like, there's still some in my purse. A good layer in my purse. But now I feel better.
Okay.
Weirdly, a few days later, this is all a just me situation. I'm not sharing this mindset with my husband.
No one is like, what is that clinky clanky sound?
No, I'm not sharing with him this process.
No one is like, hey, Erin, do you remember all the Tabasco that I had at my brunch? Because most of it is missing.
No, it's just a me thing, which famously I don't keep anything to myself from my husband, but it wasn't worth whatever. A few days later, suddenly my husband goes, "You're never going to notice." And I'm flabbergasted just by that one sentence. That's
a crazy thing to say to anybody in any context.
And we don't keep secrets. We just tell each other our every thought. We don't do things without telling each other ever. Whether it's just, I'm going to the restroom, or here's what I've been thinking about XYZ. We tell each other every thought, everything we do. We're very, as per previous conversation, we are codependent.
Well,
and it can be okay, and it's fine for us.
Sure.
And I'm like, notice what? What am I not going to notice? And he said, I'll be right back. He goes into his office, and I hear rustling. I hear digging. He's searching.
He's excavating.
He's finding something that's not on the top layer of whatever exists in his office. I try not to go in there.
Okay.
He comes out holding a bag. It's decent size. I'm holding up probably like a large Ziploc bag.
Okay.
However, it's almost empty. And in it are just 2 mini Tabascos.
In a gallon Ziploc bag, 2 mini Tabasco sauce bottles.
And nothing else. He holds it up and he goes, I bought this in October of last year. And there were 24 mini Tabascos. And every once in a while, I would put 1 or 2 into your purse. I've been doing that since October of 2023. I've been doing that for the last 5 months. And you have not once noticed.
I'm crying. I'm actually crying. Because he thinks you didn't notice, but you did notice. You just thought you were drunk and crazy.
And I said, and we don't really play pranks. The worst pranks we play on each other is like, oh, I'm hiding around the corner. Boo. Those are the pranks we play. And
that's why I'm not married to either one of you, because that is my nightmare. I hate being scared like that.
But even then, it's like, it's not a real scare because I will cry.
Sure.
The pranks are like, oh, you asked me to go to the store and buy you gum, and I didn't buy you gum. He waits for me to be disappointed, and then 5 seconds later, he's like, haha, I bought you gum. That's his idea of a prank. That's like,
did you ever watch New Girl?
Yes.
It's a very Winston prank.
Yes. Where it's like, it's never really a prank, and he only
like, why is there a raisin in my Cheerios?
Yes. He tells me lies, but he's smiling, and we both know he's lying.
Sure. Oh my God.
And that's my baseline. That's where our pranks live, in that area and on that level. So for him, I'm like, you gaslighted me, because I was fully convinced that I stole like 40 Tabascos from this place.
When you said you took 12 out of your purse and there was still Tabasco left.
And I was like, crazy. And I had just convinced myself.
But he'd been doing it daily.
Not daily, but like weekly.
He'd been putting
for 5 months.
Like 1 or 2 in your purse.
Yes. To the point where he had put about 22.
But because you hadn't said anything to him, he assumed you didn't notice.
And I did notice, but not in the way.
So he thought, because he doesn't know anything about what happened at brunch. Was he at that brunch?
No, yes, he attended the brunch, and we went home, and apparently he immediately bought those.
Gotcha.
That weekend.
Not thinking that you would have stolen them.
No, he knew I stole them.
Oh, but he bought more. Okay.
Yes, because he already thought I was being silly taking so many Tabascos. And he said, what if you had more? But he didn't expect it to take me 5 months.
So he actually, you're right, I do take his side too much, because this whole time I've been trying to justify, like, he did not gaslight you that badly. He did.
But he didn't realize, because I never spoke out loud
You didn't know it was giving you anxiety. He didn't know it was giving you anxiety.
He didn't know that in my mind, I'm like, I'm insane. I stole like 40 mini tobacco. What is wrong? Do I have a drinking problem? Like, is that what happened?
Oh my God. That's
because
so funny.
I don't, and to think I've been carrying all of those around this whole time, but I hadn't really. He just kept adding them to my bag.
That's gaslighting. Connor, if you're listening to this, you're grounded. You're fired.
It's changed my whole life, because we just don't play pranks on each other like that. And I haven't told him this. It was a good prank.
Yeah, he got you.
He got me. And it was the kind of prank that's harmless.
Sure.
My feelings aren't hurt. Nobody's upset. And I can laugh with you and the wormianas, the squirmies. But I'm not going to tell, because I don't want to encourage it.
And he doesn't listen to the podcast. So.
No, famously. Yeah. Despite being your biggest fan. So,
no, he just likes theater. He doesn't really like me that much.
I don't know. He's not asking me to go to anybody else's plays.
That's a good point.
So this has really shifted. Now I'm scared. This is what my husband is capable of. And this is what they say. This is what they mean when they say, you know, you learn something new about your partner every day.
Wow.
I've learned my husband can gaslight me.
Yeah, he did.
And he did, like, successfully. And he did. It's a little scary.
Christ.
It's a little scary.
So, Wormianas, I don't know if I'll keep this in the pod, because this was a great story. I don't know if it really. We'll see.
Translate.
We'll see how the whole thing shakes out. But if it isn't, I want you to know, Erin texted me days ago and said, reminder for me to tell you the Tabasco story. And so I'm glad that we all got to experience this together. That's good.
I'm traumatized.
Do you have any... okay, yeah. Also sorry that you're traumatized.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers for me.
I will be sending you my thoughts and my prayers for your trauma and for your having been gaslit by your mild-mannered white husband. That's like my favorite genre of stand-up comedian right now is mild-mannered white man.
I'm aware, because you keep sending me TikToks.
Is that one guy?
And it's funny because I'm like...
Well, okay. No, I've only sent you 2, and they have been really relevant to you. One is about buying stuff, and the other one, I forget what it was about, but you actually responded to that one.
It was about something taboo, but it doesn't matter. You send me these TikToks, and they have like only like 800 likes, and I'm like, how is Sienna seeing me?
Because that's what my For You page is feeding me.
Oh, yeah, that is my husband too, deep, mild-mannered. Again, he is the cinnamon roll. He is the golden retriever. He is the introvert gamer husband. And I can't really complain at the end of the day. I'm very lucky
No, but you can, and you should.
And I will.
Good. Good. Hello, Squirmianas. It's me again, just chiming in to say, get it, because that was a chime. Those were chimes. The sound effect that you just heard was chimes, and so I'm chiming in. It's Sienna here. I'm just chiming in to say that, once again, we are Connor and Erin stans, and the story that you just heard and the bonus story that you're about to hear was shared with everyone's permission. That being said, here's a section I like to call more of Erin's golden retriever husband being a golden retriever husband. Enjoy! One of my favorite things that has ever happened is the first time I ever... Actually, I don't know, because I think the first time I ever came over was the baby shower.
Sure.
So the maybe second time ever that I came over, but the first time that it was just me, it was not like a party or something, I wasn't expecting him to be there because it was a work from home day for us. And so we had planned on me coming to work from your home.
Correct.
I forgot that he also largely works from home. And so I was like, what's up? Oh, hey. Like I came in with my energy for you and was like, oh, there's a man here.
Gross.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. And he was just like chilling on the couch, like working or whatever, I assume.
Probably not.
I don't know. But he had his headphones on and he was wearing clothes, but I was like, didn't say anything about it, wasn't gonna say anything about it. Immediately like averted my eyes and my attention, but I was like, I'm pretty sure he's wearing boxers and not pants.
Probably.
And like, I don't think those are shorts. I think those are boxers. And I'm gonna ignore.
He's so guilty of that.
But then like maybe an hour into me being there and me getting settled and like I set up my laptop and we'd started doing our thing, he did like get up, and when he came back he was wearing sweatpants. And I still didn't say anything until the next time he got up. I was like, dude, I'm so glad your husband put on pants, because like that would have been fine. I'm in his house, like I totally understand, but like I did not know he was going to be here. I should have known. And it's not like you were keeping anything from me.
I could have warned you.
No, but I knew in one part of my brain like the things that you have told me about your life, and then in a different part of my brain I entered your life and I just forgot that those two were the same life, you know? But that was just really funny. That was like one of my favorite things that I was so like, he felt comfy enough knowing I was coming over. Right? Surely you didn't.
Surely I told him, yeah. But did he like fully work that through his brain? Maybe not. Sure.
So he wasn't like, uh-oh, Sienna's coming, I've got to put on pants. But at some point it did occur to him like, I should probably put on pants. Like
when he's so lazy that he's like, I'm not going to do it right now, but when I have to go to the bathroom.
Right. I'm going to come back with pants on. And that's what he did. And I appreciate that so much. And I think that's the perfect level of comfort, in my opinion.
And I'm so glad.
With one of my friends, like serious partners, boyfriends, husbands, girlfriends.
He's gotten better too, because I will say, when we didn't used to have a whole house and more that we just had a room in sharing an apartment with another couple, mayhaps, or other people
in there,
he would come home and I would have, say, shout out, Liz, famously my best friend, would be hanging out in my room with me, and he'd come home from work, just drop his pants right in the room, come home, hi, how are you, pants on the floor in front of my best friend. And that's just, he's not even thinking, he's like, I'm home, this is my home, this is what I do, you're in my home, so that's on you. Yeah. In a not creepy, not weird, not red flaggy way. Right. He's going to kill me.
No, I'll cut this. You don't have
to.
I'll probably cut this part where we're talking extensively about your husband's underwear.
I dare y'all to find him on social media even. It's fine. Add him on.
He's really not going to listen to this?
I don't know. I'll ask him.
He better listen to this episode at least.
Add him on.
And he'll be like, you did so good, baby. That's my Connor impression.
It was pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah. What did you call it earlier? A
natty plug.
Natty plug.
A natural plug.
Add my husband on whatever
Twitch?
game.
Discord? Steam.
Steam. RuneScape. Add him at, I don't even know his gamer tag.
I'll put it in the no spoilers.
We'll drop it in the. Just drop his like a screenshot of his Steam profile.
Yeah. And then he'll get at least one new Steam friend.
Okay, great.
It'll probably be Clint.
Shout out to Clint.
Shout out to Clint. All right, Wormianas, that's it for this episode of Would You Still Love Me If I Was a Worm? Deleted Scenes Edition. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments, reviews, Instagram DMs, whatever have you. And I'll talk to you next week. Bye.